And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sonic R on the Multitap. I am OneWelshSheep, and I'm joined here with my good fellows. I was kind of hoping one of you would interject then. All right, Cal?
Oh, yeah, hello. It's me. I'm Calham64. I do stuff on YouTube and streams, and just here to chill and chat, I guess.
Fantastic. And good old MysticSynthwave. Okay,
Yeah, boy.
You talk all over me. I see how it bloody is.
I was gonna say you both said that in exact sync. That was.
I'm just here to
terrifying.
heckle you, so.
I know, like this is what you always want to do. I get my revenge though. Always get my revenge. So anyway, this here, ladies and gents, is good old Sonic R, which is a racing game. It's a fun one, and it's a game that honestly I have really fond memories of playing, and a lot of people aren't too fond with it. But what are you guys' thoughts on this? Have you guys got any experiences playing this? And let me know.
I have not.
So for me, I grew up with this on what was it? Sonic Gems Collection for the PlayStation 2, not the GameCube. Which means that we couldn't actually do 4-player. Like you needed the multi-tap thing for the PlayStation 2, or probably maybe it didn't even support it. Oh yeah, I know, right? Wow.
I was wondering, and you needed us for the...
You needed us for no... Bloody hell, this game was ahead of its time. My god.
I know, right? Oh man. But yeah, that was the version or so I grew up with, and I find it okay playing it and stuff. I find it's just one of those games that it's nice to pass the time. It's not one of my favorite Sonic games of all time, but it does the job. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of where I stand on it as well. It's one of those games that it gets a lot of hate online, and I understand why, because it's kind of janky. That's not underselling it. It's very janky. But, I don't know, I find I get into like this really cool rhythm with the game, where sure I'm bouncing off the walls, I'm struggling to control it, but at the same time I'm having a lot of fun. And this is one of those games where the controls can, oddly enough, be quite masterable. So if you know what you're doing, you can start really doing good. And just using the environments to your advantage and whatnot. Speaking of which, this track design looks like chaos, but trust me, it's great. I actually really enjoy playing through each of the tracks in this one.
I think also, it might be, so like throughout the tracks, because it's so open and you can go basically anywhere, it adds to like the freedom during the races. Whereas most races are kind of, you are stuck on this track. You know, you don't really have as much freedom to move around. And even though that can be seen as jank, sometimes it is fun to just toy around.
Oh yeah, like some of my best times playing this game are just exploring.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's kind of one of the things the developers really wanted, because throughout the course of this, you've been seeing me picking up all these like medals and crap like that. And basically, there's 5 of them hidden amongst every single course. Collect all 5, and you can race off against a secret character like good old Metal Sonic, who I'm... To be honest, he's been on screen for 5 seconds, and we probably won't see him again until the end of the race. But, you know, you can fight these characters, you can race against them, unlock them, and play them as your own as well. It's got a really cool exploration element to it. And of course, as well, there's also the 7 cheeky Chaos Emeralds, which, well, you know, if you get all of them, it's a bit of a surprise. What can I tell you?
A lot of exploring around to find the emeralds as well, because you have to do like certain things. It isn't just a case of, you know, like the Genesis titles, where you just grab a bunch of rings and go to a checkpoint, hop into special stage that way, or jump into a giant gold ring.
Oh yeah, for you it's usually like you have to find the right pathway as well as have the right amount of rings, and it's a little bit tricky.
Don't you also have to place first?
Yes, you need to place first.
Yeah.
And one of the things that can be kind of annoying is if you're playing this on the Sega Saturn, which is what it was originally released on, you can't get everything in a single race like I'm doing here. You have to do each race twice to unlock everything, which honestly is kind of a big reason why I'm playing the PC version, outside of the fact that it's modded to hell and back, so it's all shiny with widescreen and some fancier lighting effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, because this isn't exactly how I remember it was on the GameCube or so.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of like a combo between the GameCube version and the Saturn version of the way I got it right now.
I just realized I said GameCube and I was meant to say PlayStation 2.
I mean, it's the same version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only minor differences, I think, like, maybe something visually is a bit off with one. I don't know. I never tried both versions of Gems. I'm
Well,
assuming the practical.
the strange thing I believe is that for Gems Collection, it came out for the PS2, but it was only like for PAL and Japan as well, I think, but it never got an American release.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure it did, yeah.
Oh, that's
As far
weird.
as I remember.
Oh, that's
One time I did a video about it, and I swear there were lots of people were saying like, "Hey, the PlayStation 2 version, nice." And I was a bit confused to start with, so I looked it up, and yeah, I was like, "Oh wow, damn, I didn't know about that."
Oh, well, now I know.
Yeah,
And
at
knowing's
least I
half the
think
battle.
so. Let it be known, I am not the best when it comes to facts and information. That stuff really needs to be planned ahead. So I'm just kind of going by what I remember.
Yeah, to be honest, that's the same with me. Like, I try my best. Sometimes I waffle on and I'm talking complete bollocks, but, you know.
Yeah, I like to keep it like at a minimum or so. Because, I'll tell you, like back in, what was it, 2013 or so, I would say all sorts and think, yeah, I know I did not know what I was talking about. I had to correct myself so many times with annotations.
Oh, jeez. Oh, lovely jubbly.
Yeah, exactly.
So one thing that's might be a bit annoying for some folks watching this as well. If you might be able to hear, you might not be able to hear the music, but you'll be able to hear the ring sound effects. It's probably my biggest complaint with the PC version. Its audio levels are not right, to say the least. Which I think is kind of a common problem with this series anyway. Like Sonic Adventure 2 has the same problem as well, where
Yeah.
someone's talking and all you can hear is blaring guitars in the background. I'm like, that's a great tune, but I don't know what the hell you're saying. Hello?
Exactly, yeah, and the original Dreamcast version was a bit more balanced.
Yeah. That's always something I found weird with Sega. Like their ports of games, they just sort of. They're usually not bad, but something gets lost in the translation almost every single time.
Hmm.
Like, Sonic Adventure to DX was admittedly a bit of a travesty, let's be fair. But, like, even then, like, with Sonic Adventure 2, when they re-released that in HD, or even for GameCube, a bunch of lighting effects got changed as well. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like
been
these
weird with that.
little things that you're just like, why? Because
Yeah.
usually for like ports, you're supposed to add like quality of life improvements. You know, not take things away. I mean, you can take things away in a port or a remake or something, but you know, you have to just make sure that you're taking away something that doesn't really affect the overall experience.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that was probably one of the biggest complaints I had with DX, honestly, is like, they did try to update everything to look a bit more modern, which, you know, I commend them for. But at the same time, it kind of loses the charm. Like, everything... I don't know the best way to describe it. It feels like there's a lot less life in the game.
Yeah.
I'd probably go in more detail another time with that game, but, oh.
I know that you're the one that likes to have like the Dreamcast models on.
Yes.
While doing that, see, for me, I find that I don't mind the models themselves in the GameCube version, which is why I have them on whenever I'm playing it on Steam.
I
But
see.
you know, I have like the original lighting. That's the only like thing that I like about it.
Yeah, so that's a nice little compromise. But I think that's the case with a lot of people where, you know, a lot of people prefer the classic look, then others do like the updated sort of style. And I don't mind the newer models by any stretch, you know, I think they're okay. But something about the classic adventure Dreamcast models just make me go, oh, I dig these. Might just be
Yes,
nostalgia, really, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably like along the lines of nostalgia or something. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
I'm a very nostalgic person. I'm very much a sucker for it.
Yeah, honestly, right. I find that half the time, when it comes to me and gaming, I'm often playing the same games instead of like actually finishing some of the ones that I haven't beaten yet.
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm a nightmare for it.
Yeah, my backlog is crazy.
I mean, I'm not even going to show you my backlog.
Yeah.
So many games. So many games I'm never gonna touch.
One of my ambitions this year is to just finish more games.
Yeah, I kind of have the same sort of idea myself, because, like, it's kind of ridiculous how often, what I tend to do is I load up a game, and then I decide I'm going to load up another game, and suddenly I have 5 different games I'm playing through at the same time, and I can't focus on any of them then, at that point, so I just lose the motivation to play.
Oh god.
So that's something I'm trying to really curb now, which I think I'll do a good job with soon. I mean, I managed to finish Halo Infinite, and I enjoyed that. That was just a pretty fun
I
one.
think personally, what I'm gonna do is, when it comes to finishing a game, sometimes I will be conflicted if I want to beat the game or 100% the game.
Yeah.
I reckon the better approach for it for me would be to finish the game normally, and then if I feel like 100% in it, I can do it, but like in small sessions, just so then it's not taking up every part of my day.
For me, that depends on the game itself, so I completely missed this medal. Come on, you got it! There we are. So, say if I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie, for example, every time I play that, 100% playthrough every time. I can't play that and not do 100% because it feels wrong. But let's say if I'm playing Mario Odyssey, I'm not playing that 100% in a single go. You gotta be mad.
Yeah.
Oh, as much as I love that game, that's a lot of collectibles.
A lot of moons. An awful lot of moons to get. I mean, for me, like, Mario Odyssey is one of my favorite Switch games, and even I haven't collected all the damn moons.
I'm shocked that people have had the patience to do it in general.
Yeah.
Like, it is a big commitment to do that. It's so many hours.
Probably like little motives and stuff. Maybe I'd like music in the background, people on the call, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. Like, I was streaming the game to you not too long ago, and I was just enjoying the game while talking to you, so...
Yeah, I'm the one who told you about the balloon world.
Yeah, I cannot believe I didn't know all about that. Like,
It's jolly good fun, isn't it?
very good fun, and a lot of coins. I'm like, this could have made getting the costumes so much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
If only I knew.
John, have you played much of Odyssey?
I don't have Odyssey at the moment, no.
Oh, right, that explains it then. Okay.
I need to get it.
Yeah, I recommend it, actually. It's kind of like, it's got a nice balance. You have, like, the experienced Mario players, where you can do all the crazy stuff, the jumps and whatnot. But, there's also, like, a casual style to it as well.
You've got 3D All-Stars on you, John, if I'm remembering
That's the
correctly.
last one I bought. I haven't touched that yet, as it goes.
Oh, you
3D
should.
All-Stars?
You should.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
got 64 Sunshine and Galaxy.
And have you played any of them?
No. So it'll be new for me.
Oh.
Mario
Oh,
64
you
was a
need to
bit
get on
challenging first go, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely. Because as much as that game has aged surprisingly gracefully, it still has its fair share of, jank, which is to be expected, given it's pretty much one of the first of its kind, really, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Oh. Well, there you go. Maybe you could stream it or something, or what have you.
Oh yeah,
I'll definitely watch that. I'll be happy to watch that.
it's on the old backlog, as you know.
If you're after the most casual one in that collection, it's got to be Galaxy.
Oh yeah, Galaxy's great.
Galaxy's a nice chill time.
So you might be wondering why I cut ahead a little bit here. This is because I'm showing off Amy Rose. You never want to play as Amy Rose.
Yeah, her car's a bit weird.
It's a bit
you got
weird.
a car, that's not bad.
No, she's the slowest character in the game.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
just don't bother.
Alright.
Oh, right, I thought that was like literally where the video was going. I guess that's it then. You just fair enough.
Oh, like she's a nightmare to play as. Honestly, one cool thing about the PC version here, I don't know if it's in any of the other versions, is you can change the difficulty. So if you set it to easy, it's probably doable with her. But for the love of God, if you try to play it on normal or hard as Amy Rose, you're not beating this game. You're not doing it.
Never really tinkered about with the difficulty settings, so I can't really say on that one.
Well, to be honest, I don't think I have, but I did beat the game back in the day as Amy when I was a wee lad on my old Windows 95 machine.
Oh wow.
Oh, I feel ancient saying that.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, and I did beat the game as Amy, so it's definitely doable.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not been able to do it in any recent years, and it's too much nightmare. I wouldn't recommend it. So this is a cool little machine.
I just remembered as well. What was it? I was trying to think how I got this game in that. Yeah, I kid you not. Like one time, when I was like a little kid, I tidied my bedroom. As a
You
reward.
said I like you've never done it
I
again.
got your Sonic Games collection.
I tidied my bedroom once, never again.
Never again.
Okay, no, I did tidy it like multiple times and stuff. But I think it's because I did it quite commonly or something. I don't know. They just felt like treating me or something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
See, my story's not really all that remarkable with this game. It's like, I went to Toys R Us once, I saw it on the shelf and went, Mother! Father! There's Sonic! I want it! And that's all I got.
I
It
mean,
was
Toys
very
R Us,
simple.
I mean, it says
Quite
it
the
all.
perilous journey then.
Yeah, quite the... Oh, I miss Toys R Us.
Man,
Just a
Toys
love
R
that
Us.
place.
Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Where I got the Spider-Man web shooter thing one time.
Oh, was that the one that has Silly String?
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
remember
I used to
those.
love
yeah,
them.
I used to have that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't last long because I used all of it up.
I did the same. I kept attacking my dad. So every time my father opened the front door, I was just there. I was like, ha-ha!
I was just shooting the wall. I was hoping I'd stick to it.
Yeah, I think I had a similar thing.
Of course, I'm the violent one then. Oh, I see how it is.
They don't make anything like that these days, sadly.
I mean, there are cool toys that are made these days, but I don't think I really have
There
seen
are?
anything. I'm pretty sure there has to be.
Did any
I
of you
don't know
guys
more.
have like any of the flywheels at all?
Flywheels?
Flywheels.
Yeah,
mean
there was
fidget
like this.
spinners?
It was like this wheel that you attached on this thing, and you pulled like this sort of string. Well, it wasn't really a string. It was a thing with like teeth or so. And you pulled it, and it basically just sent the wheel flying, like it would bounce off.
Oh, I vaguely remember something like that.
Yeah, it was called Flywheels. Flywheels Deluxe Wheel Pack is the one I think I had.
Good lord, that's something that's gone back a bit.
I'm probably gonna have to look it up later. I have no idea.
I missed the over-the-top commercials for those.
Oh, over-the-top commercials. Speaking of then, I always remember one commercial of this board game called Crossfire, was it?
Crossfire.
And it was the most over-the-top commercial ever. It's just, if I remember, there's these two kids and they're just shooting balls at each other. But it had the music, it had a guy screaming, Crossfire! It was so good.
God.
The strangest board game ad I've ever seen is the Screwball Scramble one.
Oh, that rings a
Not heard of
bell.
it.
That does ring a bell, but my brain's not picturing it.
Well, basically how it goes is he says, "Can you Screwball Scramble?" and the kid's head changes into this giant grey marble, and it shows like these close camera, well, it shows like close-ups or so of going through the board game, and this guy just laughing manically as he goes through it, and says, "Screwball Scramble out now."
Yeah, I think I remember that. Oh,
I was
wow.
like, "What just happened?" Oh god.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
so bizarre. I'm like, although amazingly, that did sell me on the game.
You don't see commercials like that anymore. It's a shame.
Nah,
Ah.
yeah, sort of. Same can be said with like game commercials.
Our game commercials used to be bloody nutty.
It really did.
I think there was one commercial once for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger,
Uh-huh.
where I think this was a magazine commercial, so it was just, a page in a magazine, but it had like Mario, Sonic, and Crash Bandicoot all in bandages, implying
remember
heavily
that.
that Ty beat them up. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I remember the Kirby's Adventure commercial where they make him like a big tough guy who beats people up.
See, Kirby's being weird with me when it comes to like how they advertised it, right?
Yeah.
So, in Japan, cute puffball. The cases show cute puffball, simply enough. For some reason, every Western country seems to have given Kirby angry eyes. for no reason, and I've never understood that.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of so the same can be said with Spyro, really. Like in the box art covers, Spyro looks cute, but in the US versions, that he's got more of like a frown. The eyebrows
Yeah.
are down and stuff, giving a cooler look of him.
I think it's kind of a similar thing with Crash Bandicoot as well, although I remember Crash Bandicoot having like Pac-Man eyes, if I'm remembering right, which is a little
Yeah,
bit
that's right.
weird. Ugh. That one actually makes me shudder.
Also, is it me, or it's probably just because I haven't played this in ages, but I swear the track looks a bit more transparent.
It's a lot more transparent. So basically, on the original PC version, without mods, it's a solid track. But on the Sega Saturn, it was originally transparent and glowy like it is here. So the mod I installed basically makes it like it was on the Saturn.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
I actually kind of like it like this, although it's a bit more colourful than it even seemed when I was
Very
recording it, to be
RGB.
honest.
The rainbow side, so makes sense.
God, it's more RGB than in my computer case. My God.
That's true. Need to work on that.
Do we, John? Do we? It already glows up my room whenever like I'm running the PC in the background. It's like I go to bed, but I leave my PC to do some background stuff, and my room's illuminated. So
I guess I got the little neon strips around my shelf. That's about as fancy RGB as I've got.
then you have John, and he has a
And
cool
this is the multi
disco.
one.
Here's a disco.
Yeah. I mean, I'm adding RGB to the entire room at some point.
See,
Oh wow, man.
it's gonna have a security alert system that flashes the room red. I can't
Oh,
wait to
yeah.
see that. That'll be amazing.
Touch the doorbell, just flashes red.
Like
Webcam
voice
comes up.
activation as well, trying to get in.
I mean,
that'll be perfect.
Good, yeah.
Okay, giving him ideas.
So anyway, for this last race by here, I am doing it twice because
Mm-hmm.
obviously we unlocked Supersonic. Now,
Mhm.
when you play with Supersonic, once he's unlocked, you never want to play as the last 4 characters again. Because you will always race against Supersonic, and I'm telling you this, you won't win.
Yeah, he's too fast.
Way too fast.
Way past
like-
cool.
If I ever go to play this with any of you guys in like, multiplayer, right? He's banned.
I was gonna say, does this game have like any local co-op or anything where you just
Yeah, it has a local multiplayer. There might be mods to enable it to be online, but I'll have to look into that more
Okay.
in detail in my own time. If
You
it
know what,
does,
I
then I'm gonna
don't-
nag you guys to play it. It's gonna be fun.
You know what I don't get though? The fact that Supersonic is essentially hovering, right? There is
Yeah.
no sound effects, but for Tails, who's hovering, it sounds really loud.
I think that was a problem with Tails around this era in general, because Tails always had this really obnoxious sound.
Yeah, like a propeller. That's basically what
Yeah.
they were trying to do.
Like, it's even in like Sonic Jam, for example. If you're in the area where Tails is, you'll just hear constantly, and I'm just like, Tails, please shut up.
Which turned into like this wishing sound also in the later games.
Yeah, which I prefer much more.
Yeah, it's less like empowering.
Yeah. Especially if you're playing this PC version of this where it's all you can hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the sound effects are like even louder, aren't they?
Yeah, they're through the roof.
Mhm.
When recording this, I had to have my volume set to like 5 on my computer because
Yeah.
it was just way too loud.
Also, well, if there's one thing that people really like about this game, it's the soundtrack, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the soundtrack is so good. Like, if anyone hasn't heard the soundtrack, either play the game or just listen to the soundtrack. It's
It's not Sonic in the slightest. Like, if you hear that song, you're gonna think probably this is from a Sonic game, but it's still a nice piece of work.
yeah, it's kind of cool as well. Like, apparently, I can't remember the name of the singer who sings most of the soundtrack. But she was actually instructed to sing happily with a smile, and I think that
Okay.
actually probably works out because you can tell she's really happy when singing these songs.
There's passion, isn't there?
Interesting.
As a little tidbit, I can't remember where I heard that from.
Well, the characters just lie down when they come last.
I mean, I would too. I'd be knackered, especially if running through a track like that.
Oh yeah, suppose be like
Ah.
cross country.
But there we are. That's been Sonic R. It's a nice, short, simple game, honestly.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
honestly, I can easily recommend it, at least for cheap. Like if you,
cheap. How much is that?
I don't know how much can you get this for these days.
Travelers Tales like to show in each credits that they made this game.
They were very proud.
They were very proud of this game.
I mean, it's kind of understandable because even though there's not much content to this, like they did do a lot of really cool tricks and stuff, which I think what's his name? John Burton? I think he's quite yeah.
Yeah, literally said it at the credits, man.
Oh, did it? Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
He's quite proud of the work he done on some of these older games, and it really shows if you look at his like YouTube channel, because he goes into a lot of the secrets and things and how a lot of things work, like the Sega Saturn and stuff. I'm just like, this is really fascinating. Goes above my head, but it's really fascinating.
Yeah.
And Travel Tales, like, I kind of wish they did more non-Lego games these days.
The way I see this game though is basically just like it's nice to pass the time. Like if you find you've got a little bit of time left and you just want to play something quick, this is quite nice.
Yeah, it's honestly, when I eventually get the Steam Deck, whenever that comes out, if it comes out at this point, to be fair, I'm gonna chuck this on there because it's one of those games like if I'm out and about on a bus, I can just lob it on, you know, play for a half hour and have a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah, it's a game that I don't really take too seriously or anything.
Yeah, I will warn people who haven't played this though. The controls take getting used to. They take a lot of getting used to.
It's not quite Sonic Riders territory, but
Oh god, Sonic Riders is a game I love, but I hate because getting people to play that with me is a nightmare.
I was just about to say that, mate. Like, oh my god. In order to have a good session of multiplayer on Sonic Riders, the opponent needs to be proficient at the game.
Yeah, which basically means you have to go online and find a dedicated community for it, which I think there is one right now who plays, like, I think the PC version is like an online mod, and there's a dedicated community playing that, which I might look into, to be honest, because that could be good fun.
Why did that just say 2004 version?
Yes, so this was originally released back in I think the PC version was originally 98.
Yeah.
But they re-released it in 2004.
Oh, okay.
And basically, if you have the older non-2004 version, it pretty much won't work on modern day Windows. But thankfully, some fans out there have been the crazy people that they are, have released this thing called a Sonic R Updater, which is actually what I've done to get this game up and running, which basically grabs the game, patches it to the 2004 version, and then adds all these mods on top of it as well to make it just, you know, it makes it playable by modern standards, which is great.
That's nice.
So yeah.
Not bad, man.
Anyway, with that, that's Sonic R. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish. And we'll catch you again with another playthrough. Don't know what we're doing.
We have no idea, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.